successful fashion magazine? Well, obviously, there are a number of elements, but one of the most important is the magazine's style direction. Just over a year ago, American ELLE magazine decided to restructure its organization and named Marin its new style director. Responsible for creating and overseeing all the fashion editorials in the magazine, which boasts over 850,000 readers each month, Marin-Hopper's influence can now be felt throughout the industry.
We're doing this really fantastic romantic evening story, and this is one of my favorites from the show. I just love this.
Holding hands at midnight, 'neath the starry sky. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try.
Usually, when a woman loves a dress, the best case scenario is that it ends up in her wardrobe. But when Marin loves an outfit, its image usually ends up being distributed across North America in the pages of American ELLE magazine. By being able to pick and choose the styles and designers ELLE will highlight in each issue, Hopper's shopping choices can affect the mood and popularity of the magazine.
I try not to look at what anyone else is doing and try not to look at the competition. I just try to think of what is the best that's out there, and let's put it into this issue. It's so adorable. Great red satin. And then you come across this fur bag, which I love, this fur bag. Interesting mix. You have to think carefully about each issue. Like July, you don't want it to be too much heavy fall clothes. You want to make sure it's the lighter weight, more seasonless clothes. August, you can get a little heavier. September, it's like, pow. You want the whole issue to, just reek of fall. You get inspired by the runways, and there's no doubt in that. I mean, something changes the way you're thinking about the season. There's a new expression, mixing up different patterns that are unexpected. But in the end, you want to give that to the reader and say, okay, this is the most outrageous side of the season. But here's how you might really want to wear it and how you really might want to see it on the street. In case you guys need to check on it, we've got all our suits. As they're coming in, we're on the different girls, we're putting them up over here.
Hopper was introduced to high society and the cultured life at a very young age. Her father, actor Dennis Hopper, and her mother, model Brooke Hayward, hung out with some very fashionable people.
Well, my mother was very good friends with Rudy Gilroy. She was very good friends with Bill Blass. She was very good friends with Oscar de la Renta, and an assortment of designers. And she also had a lot of art. Both my mother and father collected art. So they were kind of they were this sort of melting pot for all of that.
You live here? Yes, I do. Right here.
Marin recently had the opportunity to work with her famous father when, on her suggestion, he shot a photo spread for the magazine.
He's like, well, yeah, why not? I've never done fashion, but why not? And I said, well, what would you like to shoot? And I gave him all these sort of trendy ideas. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? He said, no, I'd like to do couture. And I said, really? And I said, okay. And he said, I want to do couture in Oaxaca, on Naja Araman. It's been really exciting because he's such a great creative talent. So we work very well together. I mean, there's those few dad hitches, but but there's a lot of pleasure in it. And he did such a great job on this, and we had such a great response that we decided to do another story, which is coming out in our July issue.
What would you say the most important thing that you learned from him, or have learned from him and his look at the world from your dad?
Well, I think the best thing he's ever taught me is to always keep a part of yourself on the outside, and that's a good. Keep one foot in, keep one foot on the outside, keep a balance, and and keep your eye on the ball.